Hey guys, Ernie here. Welcome to the Paleo Hiker MD channel. Several years ago, believe it or not, actually, January 1st will be my 10th year on YouTube. But back in the first 3-4 years of my channel, I did a lot of firecraft. I did a lot of starting fires, showing you guys how to start fires, and I really miss that. There is not a lot that's more satisfying than going out in the woods, carefully picking everything you need, processing your wood, getting everything into the right sizes, and starting a fire effectively and efficiently every single time. Well, today we're going to do that. We're going to go outside, we're going to start a fire, and we're going to use a new product which is pretty high on the Amazon list as far as when you search for a survival kind of fire starter. This is #1. So we're going to check it out. Thanks for watching, guys. So we'll get started making our fire here in just a little bit, but first we're going to take a look at this product from the company Prepared 4X. All right, guys, this is simply known as the Fire Starter Survival Tool. You see it's P4X Survival Torch. When you get it out, comes inside of kind of like a burlap bag, and it does come with some documentation and stuff like that. Don't need any of that. This is the tool itself. Here we go. This goes through here. And to store it, the way I've been storing it, you can see I've been using it a little bit. Just put it on the side here and I just wrap this around. And that's how we store it. Dimensions are 6 by 1 by 0.6. It did not come with a weight, so let's weigh it real quick. This is in ounces. And I have burned it a little bit, but it's basically still pretty much new. So 4.1 ounces. It's got a pretty large caliber ferro rod. You can see right here. I'd say that's probably 3/8 to 1/2 of an inch. I didn't measure it, but probably 3/8 of an inch. It's a pretty decent size ferro rod. It has a 36-inch wax infused hemp rope. It's got this curved, see right here, this curved steel striker. With the ends, it has kind of like teeth on the end. I really don't know if you can see that. It's got teeth on the end there. But it is sharp on these edges right here. So it actually works. I'm not going to do much because we're inside, but it does work pretty well to create a spark pretty easily. It's got an aluminum housing. It's water resistant. Comes in 4-inch and 6-inch models. This is obviously the 4-inch model. Cost is $16 on Amazon. Pretty decent cost, I think, given everything that you get for it. Pretty simple to use. I'll take it outside here in a little bit and show you guys how it works. Sorry if the camera's a little shaky, but this table is not the most stable environment. It's pretty simple. You fray the rope on the end right here. And like I said, I'll show you guys in a little bit. You fray the rope on the end. You strike it to light the rope, okay? And that way you have basically a lit source of fire. You can light whatever you want. Pull it back through to extinguish it, and there you go. You can reuse it over and over, and you have 36 inches of rope to use, which is quite a bit. Like I said, very, very simple to use. See what it looks like real quick one more time. Let's take it outside. We're going to show you guys how it works, how easy it is to start and put out, and then we'll use it to start a little fire. After all that, we'll come back and talk about what we think. Now obviously guys, this is not the way that I normally start a fire. You've seen me start fires a million times. The point of this is to show you that with this type of tool, if you can get some decently dry wood like this, and you have any kind of persistence, you can get yourself a fire going just by using this product to get things going. You don't need the small fluffy stuff. You don't need a fire starter like a fire plug from Procamtech. Those are great. Those would be awesome. They would be really easy. But you can see how quickly a pretty inexperienced person could just get some sticks that are relatively dry and stack them up and use this pretty cool prepared 4X fire survival tool to get a fire going. From here, I think that looks pretty obvious. Got a good flame. Get some bigger firewood, start building up your stages, and you've got yourself a fire in an emergency situation. Now you can have everything set up absolutely perfectly, but you need some type of ignition source that can get your tinder started and burn long enough to get things going, especially when you have kind of marginal or somewhat wet wood, which I live in Louisiana, currently in Arkansas, but it's pretty similar. But in Louisiana, everything's really, really wet. So you want something that gives you a lot of heat that you can easily apply to your first stages of your fire. This product does just that. Well, sometimes products like this can be kind of gimmicky or overpriced, and I don't think that's the case this time. Let's talk pros and cons. There are quite a few pros. Now, it's very simple, it's effective, it's easy to use. Even if you've never used a ferro rod before, I think you can figure it out pretty quickly. The cost is really, really nice. It is lightweight. You can reuse it over and over and over. You have 36 inches of rope and who knows how many strikes from that ferro rod. The ferro rod, I'd say, is about 3/8 of an inch, like I said earlier. That's a pretty beefy sized ferro rod, and you can easily purchase extra rope. Doesn't cost a whole lot. If you happen to go through your 36 inches of wax infused hemp rope, you can buy another one. It is weather resistant, and it is truly an all-in-one design. As far as cons go, it's a little bulky. You know, sometimes it's kind of hard. The rope is so long that maybe it would be nicer if it was actually like 12 inches. I mean, I don't know how much you'll use it, but it would be nice if maybe they gave you the option of a smaller rope just to be able to store it better. But as far as the function and the design, I got nothing. No other cons. The most important part of this product is that it is easy to use. A lot of people out there in this day and age, they're looking for kind of idiot-proof ways to survive or make sure that their families will be okay. If you spend about 5 or 10 minutes max with this device, you will master it very quickly. You're able to have a hot flame and direct it exactly where you want for as long as you want. Now that's really good for example, for inexperienced fire makers. Like I said, when you have kind of marginally wet tinder, this really helps it. When you can keep that fire there and the area that you're trying to get lit, you know, if it's a little bit moist or just a little bit damp, keeping that fire there long enough to where it will dry out, start to burn, then everything around it will start to dry out, and eventually you'll be successful getting your fire going. Honestly, you can use it pretty much without tinder. If you can get just the first stage of your wood and get it nice, you can hold this to it and get it going in probably 15-20 seconds, and you don't really need the fluffy stuff that you might use otherwise. Honestly, guys, this is one of my favorite products that I've reviewed, and I think it's because it looked like a gimmick. It looks like something that you probably don't really need, but it works extremely well, and I like the concept of trying to teach you guys, especially people out there who don't have experience doing this. Look, 10 years ago when I started this channel, I'd barely started any fires. Now I've probably started hundreds, and I feel much more competent doing it. But this kind of a product way back then would have been huge. I like the idea of focusing a little bit more on fire starting, on basic survival, on just self-reliance. I think that's the biggest thing, and that's something I'm going to focus on personally over the next year or two. Getting into a new home, I want to get that home really ready for any kind of a problem. It's in a wonderful area. It has underground power. You really shouldn't have a lot of problems, but you always want to be ready just in case. Plus, it gives me something to do, makes me feel more comfortable at night while I'm sleeping, that I can take care of my family, and gives me great content for YouTube. All this for 16 bucks. I think we've all spent a lot more money on things that are not as effective and useful as this tool. If you want even more kind of idiot proofness, get the longer one. This is the 4-inch, get the 6-inch. I think by having that longer ferro rod, it'll just be even easier for you. Now, of course, it's bigger and bulkier, but it will be easier. So what do you guys think? Any of y'all have this product out there? Do you agree with me? Disagree with me? Is this a terrible idea? Do you not need anything like this? Look, what I'm looking for is things that help people start fires or just survive in general without a lot of experience. And I think this kind of product does it. If you agree, leave a comment down below. If you disagree, leave a comment down below. Keep it respectful. We don't need any political type stuff here. I have a lot of other videos on fire starters here on the channel. I'll try to remember to leave a link down below. I'm not very good at that. And one of these days I need to really reorganize my playlists. So I've got, the problem is I've got hundreds and hundreds. I don't know, it's like 500 videos, 600 videos. So going through them all would be a real labor of love. I might do that one day. Do me a favor, guys. If you like the video, hit the thumbs up down below. But the biggest thing is that you hit the subscription button. I really want to get to 100,000 subscribers. I think that's kind of where the algorithm really shoots you off. And like I said, I've been doing this for 10 years. So I'm really wanting to get there at some point. And if you guys are not subscribed, and I know a lot of you are not because of the Google Analytics, just hit that subscription button. I really appreciate it. As always, guys, I do appreciate you checking out the Paleo Hiker MD channel. I hope you enjoyed this product. Be sure and check the link down below if you're interested in picking one up. It's raining here in Arkansas, and it's been raining since I got here last night. So doing a lot of indoor stuff today because it is pouring. It's supposed to stop, and tomorrow, which is my second and last day, full day here shooting videos, it's supposed to be sunny, so cross our fingers. Thanks for watching, guys. Stay tuned for more videos here on Paleo Hiker MD.